you kind of alluded to a little bit on how others can get involved, or maybe what ways you think we're going to bring change. I definitely think change is going to need to happen beyond just the political. It really is socially how we interact. And culturally, these are, the basic roots for how our economy is designed and how we can affect everything. But I guess, maybe if from your understanding, what do you have any suggestions for how others can get involved, or what you would recommend, somebody listening who's not very engaged currently, what the best way they can start and what they can do to help see meaningful social change?
Well, I think it's first of all important to begin educating oneself. In New York City, you have a wealth of cultural and intellectual resources and people. For example, the retired, he's not really retired, radical economist Richard Wolff.
Sure.
His website, I think it's www.rdwolf with an E on the end .com, I believe. Has streaming videos, articles, interviews that Richard has done, in which he very cogently but succinctly analyzes, where the American economy is at the moment, the crisis, the structural crisis of capitalism that is unfolding. Beginning at the crash of 2008, but is still unfolding. In spite of all the happy talk about recovery, there's plenty of great websites out there. There's Alternet, there's Truth, there's commondreams.org. As a librarian, I'm always tempted to give people lists of publications and websites that they should. So I think it's important to avail oneself of this to enrich one's understanding. But I think it's also important to push these. I'll use the word push. To push these on other people. These are alternate information sources and viewpoints that other people need to hear. Okay, so that's the most important thing. I think organizing forums, film screenings of good documentary and dramatic films that address social issues, to have discussion groups, forums, free school type classes in the communities and in schools and other institutions, and then to link that to some kind of protest or some kind of direct action. Something that's going on now. Right.
Definitely information and movement building tie them in, but education comes first, always. So I guess ending this interview, I always like to ask this question to anybody I get a chance to come on the show. And since it's titled Revolutionary Speaking, what does revolutionary speaking mean to you?
To me, it means a thoroughgoing critique of the structures of our society, of the prevailing ideology of our society that's conveyed by the capitalist media, is conveyed in most educational institutions and other institutions, and to engage in that not only in an organized, collective way, but in one's personal life. Another way to phrase it would be to speak truth to power at times, too. One has to have the civic courage to get up, when it may not be very comfortable to get up and challenge, what's being said or policies that are being handed down.
Oh, great. Wow, thank you so much for coming on the show, David. That was great. And there you have it, Revolutionary Speaking.
Thank you, Rashad.
Till next time.